The 90s were a wild ride in Hollywood, a decade of epic highs and cringe-worthy lows. And yes, some movies from that era have aged like milk. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and revisit 4 90s films that just don't hold up like you thought they did. Hook. Remember the magic of Robin Williams as Peter Pan in Hook? Sure, Dustin Hoffman nailed it as Captain Hook, but let's be real, Spielberg phoned it in. Compared to E.T. and Jurassic Park, Hook is all glitter, no substance. It's a nostalgic trip, but watching it now, you might find yourself thinking, was it really that good? Casper. Casper had Christina Ricci and a friendly ghost. Sounds perfect, right? Wrong. The CGI is laughably outdated, and the plot is thinner than Casper himself. Sure, it's a Halloween classic, but nostalgia can't save its dated effects and overly long runtime. Space Jam. Michael Jordan meets Bugs Bunny in Space Jam. What could go wrong? Well, a lot, actually. MJ's acting skills were as questionable as the Looney Tunes' relevance in the 90s. It's a fun concept, but it doesn't hold up, especially when compared to better live-action animation hybrids like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And let's not even mention the disastrous sequel. Star Wars Episode I, The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace was supposed to be epic. Instead, it gave us midichlorians and a young Anakin who made fans cringe. Even Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson couldn't save this one from its hollow story and wooden characters. Nostalgia might make you love it, but critically, it's a miss. Face Off was the epitome of 90s action absurdity. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage were fantastic, but the premise of swapping faces? Ridiculous. It's fun in a so-bad-it's-good way, but its absurdity only grows with time. Waterworld was Mad Max on water, but not in a good way. Kevin Costner tried to save a sinking ship, literally. It's got a cult following now, but don't be fooled. It's a wet, wild mess that never quite made a splash. Dave Chappelle's Half-Baked is a stoner comedy that screams 90s. It's fun, but hasn't aged well compared to other comedies like Superbad. It's a nostalgic trip, but doesn't hit the same high notes today. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. The Secret of the Ooze. The Turtles were huge in the 90s, and The Secret of the Ooze was their second live-action outing. It's fun and full of 90s charm, but the plot is thin, and it relies heavily on nostalgia. Remember Vanilla Ice's cameo? Yeah, it's that kind of movie. The Flintstones looked amazing, just like the cartoon, but fans were nearly extinct by '94. John Goodman and Elizabeth Perkins were perfect as Fred and Wilma, but the story about their domestic issues? Yabba dabba don't. Super Mario Bros. Was chaos incarnate. The directors couldn't decide on anything, and Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo coped by getting drunk. The result? A cringe-worthy mess. Yet, thanks to nostalgia, some still defend it. It's proof that fond memories can sometimes be mushroom-fueled.